Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I am about to get ready. I am going to be filming today. I have been doing swatches this morning, so my arms are like just stained. I also just fixed my hair so that we can get everything rolling today. But this week, I am tasking myself with reading 3 books by Megan Miranda. This is the newest one I have from her, but I do know she has an even newer book that I think just recently came out, but I have never read anything by Megan Miranda, so I thought this would be like a really cool, fun video to film a new author reading 3 of her books. I'm letting you guys know in general like how I feel about each of them, but I will probably rank them as well. But yeah, I thought it'd be a little bit of a challenge, but also we're in spooky season and I'm so excited to be reading some books for Halloween and for spooky season. But Halloween, spooky season aside, in the fall time, I love cozy thriller mysteries so much. And since the weather's kind of been like wishy-washy, I needed some cozy mysteries to help really pull me into that fall mood, and that's what these are going to do. Every single review that I've seen, I've avoided spoilers, but every single review says they are cozy mystery vibes, and I am here for that. So they're all a little over 300 pages. I think we can do it this week, so I'm going to take you guys along with me, and today I am starting with... I'm going to go oldest to newest book so I can kind of see like how her writing style has evolved and changed over the years. This is Perfect Stranger. Definitely the vibes. I think I forgot to mention I'm also going to be doing some Halloween decorating. If you missed my last vlog or book video, I just read a graphic novel, but I did a lot of fall deep cleaning. So now that I'm getting a lot of more things cleaned up, it's ready and time to start decorating, bringing out all of my Halloween stuff. I gotta put bats everywhere. I have a lot to do, and hopefully we'll get some spooky treats. And I also ordered stuff to make spaghetti one night this week, so maybe I will do like a little montage of making spaghetti because it has sounded so delicious. But yeah, I don't know how much today because I am filming. I actually am hoping to film every day this week too, so you guys will see some sneak peeks of some looks coming very soon to the channel, or that might already be posted. But I am about 5 chapters into The Perfect Stranger so far, and I have to say I am enjoying the writing style. It is definitely cozy mystery vibes already for me. We're being introduced to the main characters and everything, but there's already like the shift in the air of, it's almost like one of those books like Who Can You Trust? Which I always love. They never, for the most part, they never disappoint on the twists and turns and making you question everything and everyone. So that's what I'm really hoping I'll get out of this book. But so far, I really am liking it. This might be the shortest one out of all. I don't know. I think they're all very similar in the amount of pages that they have. But what I have noticed so far is that it's a very... The writing style and how everything is laid out, it's very fast paced, so that I feel like I'm actually like really flying through the book already and know that I'll be able to get it done today, if not tomorrow. But I hope you guys stick around for this video. I'm going to have so much fun decorating, getting into the spooky vibes. This might actually be one of the first videos on my channel this year of full-on spooky Halloween season vibes, so I'm really excited. But I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna get some makeup on my face, and get cozy with The Perfect Stranger. So I just finished my makeup. I'm feeling hella spooky with the black lip and everything going on. Very full but spooky, which is perfect for this book. I'm definitely getting eerie vibes. We are further into this. And I called it. It is definitely one of those books. I just from the beginning, I don't know, there was just like this certain vibe, and I was like, I'm going to question all of these people throughout this book, and I am. I am about halfway. I've been listening in between filming this look. I was listening on the Read With Me app. I really like books like this, and they're so easy to get through, but at the same time, it's always like just, because it's just you want to have at least one character that you really like, or I do anyways, unless it just works with the story. So I'm kind of just waiting and seeing, but it's just like I start to like, I don't know, I feel like these characters aren't like overly enjoyable, but they're also not like, I don't really have anything against them, but there is still very weird things going on, and I don't want to give any spoilers away, but there is a relationship that like I'm shipping, but I'm also just like, girl, I don't know. But then I'm just like, okay, but do I trust her though? Maybe it's not him, maybe it's her. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know if it's just gonna be like this huge twist at the end, but I also don't know if I'm already starting to think about what's the end is going to be, or have like a little bit of an inkling as to what the ending is going to be, I guess. We are going to get cozy, play some video games, and I'm gonna read a little bit of this. We got some Halloween Oreos. I love Oreos, but I usually don't like when they do a bunch of different flavors. So these are Halloween Oreos that have orange middles, but they taste like original Oreos, and I am so excited. But yeah, in between, I'm going to read this. I'll read some more tonight later as well, and then check back in with you guys late tonight, or I may even just check back in tomorrow. If I don't get it done tonight, I'll try to finish it tomorrow morning so that I can like check in, start the next book, and then just kind of be like, here's my thoughts. So yeah, if I don't check in tonight, I will check in tomorrow. I may hold off a little bit, and if I don't get it done tonight, and finish it tomorrow and then check in, just so that I can give you guys like my thoughts and all of that. So far, I can say from my first read from Megan Miranda, it is very enjoyable. It is a cozy mystery, so it's all the vibes I was looking for. I don't know. I have like this feeling, just like I did at the beginning of this, that I kind of know how the end is going to play out. Maybe not like every detail, but I don't know. There's a part of me that feels like I kind of know. And sometimes those can still be enjoyable, but then sometimes they're like, oh, you know? We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Everyone in this town has something to hide. Once a star reporter, Leah Stevens has lost her job at a Boston paper and damaged her professional reputation beyond repair. When she unexpectedly crosses paths with her old roommate, Emmy Gray, the two impulsively decide to relocate to a small town with the hope that they can leave their past behind. But soon after their arrival, a woman who looks just like Leah is left for dead, and Emmy goes inexplicably missing. The police are unable to find any trace of Emmy, no acquaintances, no digital presence, and no paper trail. As Leah searches for answers in the house they share, she begins to realize how very little she knows about her closest friend. Is it possible Emmy Gray never existed at all? As Leah works to track down Emmy, she becomes more and more uncertain about the motives of the people around her. Whom can she trust? Kyle, the handsome young detective on the case, the concerned assistant principal, the teen students in her class who seem to know more than Leah herself? Soon her credibility is at stake, and Leah must confront her old demons, find some proof of Emmy, and figure out how she disappeared. But everyone in town has something to hide, including Leah. And how do you uncover the truth when you are busy hiding your own? Gripping and atmospheric, The Perfect Stranger defies expectation at every turn and confirms Megan Miranda's reputation as one of the most exciting new voices in suspense. Hey guys, good morning. I finished The Perfect Stranger this morning. I almost did last night, and I was like, I've got to call it a night. But I did finish it this morning, and then I am about to jump into the second book. And I'm a little torn. Like, I am excited because it definitely is cozy mystery vibes, but I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to judge it too much. I do want to read the next one to kind of see. I just found this one to be a little strange. A little, what's the word? Far-fetched? I don't know. I just felt like there was just parts of this that I feel like as like a cozy mystery, the way that this is it's supposed to be like, this could happen for real, you know? I feel like you're supposed to get that kind of vibes, but I just kind of felt like some of the story was very far-fetched, while the other parts of it weren't. So it was just kind of like a weird mixture. Like I said, it was still like a cozy mystery vibe. It was still entertaining, I guess. And her writing style is really fun. Like it was really a breeze to get through this. I mean, I don't know. I feel a little torn on it, but I think I would still give it like 3 or 4 stars for the writing style, entertaining aspects, and the fact that it is a cozy mystery, and I really do like cozy mysteries. But I feel like I have to take a little bit off because, again, I just feel like it was a weird mix of being far-fetched but then very realistic to then being like continued. It started getting to a point to where it was pretty predictable what was going on. And I mean, like, the character is kind of unraveling that as well. I feel like by the end, I mean, the ending is entertaining, but like, I can definitely see where it's just like very predictable too, and you just kind of already know what's going to happen at the end. And then it was just kind of like, oh, you know, I don't know. I'm hoping the other ones will kind of be a little more for me, I guess, but I don't think it's the worst cozy mystery I've ever read either. I just feel like there could have been a little bit more to the story, and maybe even a little bit more to the characters as well. Definitely is suspense, I can say that. But one more thing I want to touch on here is the fact that, okay, this girl, this main character, Leah Stevens, was a Boston, like, paper reporter. Like, so as being a reporter, you know, you dig for information, you like have all this information. So how does a person with that type of mind space then have a BFF for so many years that they do not know anything about? Make it make sense. I mean, there is people out there, very trusting people, but like, I could never. Now starting the last house guest. Now, I want to start this one because I said I was going to do them in order as they've been published. But from other booktubers, I have seen them rank these books, and they actually would rank The Perfect Stranger above this one. So I'm like, what am I getting myself into? But hopefully the writing style will keep me entertained with this one. Don't overstay your welcome. Littleport, Maine has always felt like 2 separate towns, an ideal vacation enclave for the wealthy whose summer homes line the coast, and a simple harbor community for the year-round residents, whose livelihood rely on service to the visitors. Typically, fierce friendships never develop between a local and a summer girl, but that's just what happens with visitor Sadie Lohman and Littleport's residents Avery Greer. Each summer, for almost a decade, the girls are inseparable, until Sadie is found dead. While the police rule the death as suicide, Avery can't help but feel there are those in the community, including members of Sadie's family, who blame her. Someone knows more than they are saying, and Avery is intent on clearing her name before the facts get twisted against her. Another thrilling novel from the best-selling author of All the Missing Girls and The Perfect Stranger, Megan Miranda's The Last House Guest, is a smart, twisty read with a strong female protagonist determined to make her own way in the world. So I thought I would check in with you guys. I'm a little over halfway. I have been zooming through this book, and I'm hoping to get through it. I have been using my Read With Me app a lot, today because I have been decorating for Halloween, which I'm so excited to finally be getting stuff out. I am pre-filming this video just a little bit in advance, trying to get like ahead on my content. I'm the type of person that I want my Halloween stuff out like September, and this year I just have not been able to get to it. We have been so busy that I feel like I was not able to breathe hardly at all in August, and then September hit and it stayed just as busy. So any chance we got of downtime, I took it. So it is the beginning of October and I'm finally getting everything out. I still have so much to do and I'm hoping to get it all done. But I'm excited to actually be able to walk into rooms now and see Halloween stuff. I'm so excited. And of course, you have to set the mood, light a fall candle. I think I have like a pumpkin marshmallow one I'm using right now, but Marshmallow Fireside is my favorite from Bath & Body Works. So good. I think I have some left from last year, so I need to like that one too. But yeah, watching Hocus Pocus, it's kind of like a tradition now. Like I love watching Hocus Pocus, the original, while I decorate the living room and, you know, surrounding areas. And tonight I am making some spaghetti and we're gonna have some wine, which I'm so excited. I'm just gonna relax after a long, busy day, but I'm going to try to get through this book tonight, but I will probably check in with you guys tomorrow because after getting my belly full and drinking wine, I'm gonna just be winding down for the night. But I did do this look today. I'm using the Hollow Bean palette and I'm doing a full video on this. It'll probably already be up, but you guys are going to see a couple of the looks from that video in today's video for you guys because I plan on filming with it tomorrow too. I'm doing like 3 looks in one video, so check it out if you are here for beauty content as well. I'll link it up above. But yeah, this is my first look with it and I'm obsessed. It's so like Halloween. I love it. Yeah, I'm doing 2 more looks with it. You guys will see tomorrow in this vlog the next look. But yeah, I thought I'd mention it in case you guys want to check it out because it might be up before this video. But I am getting there with this book, you guys. I've been breezing through it. And you know what? I don't know. Like, I feel like I might be like opposite of like the reviews and the people that I've seen talking about Megan Miranda's books. Because so far, I kind of like this one more than The Perfect Stranger. This one is not as far-fetched. Trigger warning, it does talk about suicide and that type of stuff. There's just like a lot of questioning around that. But besides that, I would say it's not like extremely heavy either. It's just kind of this like, did they actually commit suicide? Are we even allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. But like, did she actually, or what, did somebody do it to her? But writing style is entertaining. Once again, so easy to breeze through. It's like another 330 pages, but like, you just breeze through it. Even when I'm not using my app and I'm just reading, I just breeze through her books, and I think that's why I love them so much too. They definitely have that cozy mystery vibe though that I just love, but it's been really entertaining listening to it or reading it. And yeah, I mean, I looked down and I was like, oh my god, I've read almost this entire book today. I'm excited. But yeah, I really like her writing style. I know it might not be for everybody, but because I would say it's like borderline YA, but it's not. You know that vibe? But like, I like this, and where sometimes I don't like YA, I don't know. I'm not great at describing writing styles, but yeah, I'm liking this one a lot more than the first one. I just think the first one had so much of like that far-fetchedness to it. And maybe it was even that the characters were just very different for me, like, I don't know. But even in this one, I feel like I don't know who to trust. Like, it's kind of the same ordeal where you have like a group of these people and the main character is like trying to figure out like, this person do it. I'm kind of seeing like a repeated cycle from her books. So I'm wondering if the third one's gonna be like that too. But yeah, it's like you can't trust anybody. I feel like there's been more twists and turns with this one than the other one. which I've been enjoying, but I can't figure out the main character again. The main characters are so different too that it's just like, you kind of have a hard time trusting them. And again, that's kind of like another repeated writing style I am seeing with reading these so back to back, close together. There's a lot of similar aspects while being two complete different stories. But yeah, I'm enjoying this one. The scenery and stuff is really pretty. This like small summer town place where all the visitors come in the summertime, and it has like beautiful views of water, and the main character like runs all of these like rental like spots on the water and stuff. And so, I mean, it's like really entertaining. And again, there's twists and turns so far, but at the same time, this one has not been as predictable. Like, I have my theories on who did something or what may have went down, but at the same time, like, I don't know, she could throw a curveball and I'll be completely off. So I think that's why I'm enjoying this one so much more. But yeah, I guess that's my way of just saying, like, you can take people's words for it and you can take their recommendations and, you know, whatever. But sometimes it's like, you got to give it a go. You got to give it a shot still and just see if it's a book for you. And it's kind of got me excited because a couple more on my TBR are books that I was really excited about hearing like the summary of them. And then I seen people rating them and they're like, this is awful, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, but now I'm like, who knows? Maybe I'll like it. Okay, but I'm gonna leave you guys there and go cook and get some wine and settle in for the night. But I will check back in tomorrow and we will wrap up our thoughts on this one and dive into the third one. Okay, don't mind my appearance. I have been cleaning all morning, dusting. My allergies are now messing with me, so bear with me. I finished The Last House Guest last night. You know, I'm kind of torn back and forth. I have to say, while I do think this one was predictable in its ways, I also feel like there was some nice twists and turns, and I feel like maybe not everybody would like think ahead on it, because even myself towards the like last chapters was still kind of questioning back and forth, like what's going on or who did this, that type of ordeal, without giving anything away to you guys. But I don't know, I kind of still feel like I stand by the fact that I think this one is better than this one. It may be an unpopular opinion, but I just feel like they're both very similar in a way, because the writing style is like spot on, both of them. The characters, she kind of keeps them at arm's length for you to where you don't really get like the full picture of them, which I feel like is nice for cozy mysteries, because it will constantly keep you wondering, like, maybe it's just the main character, maybe it's something to do with that person, you know? But it also keeps you from like investing too much into them, so no matter the outcome, you're just kind of like, okay, you know, like. So I can say, don't go into this book thinking it's just like super predictable, because there is some twists and turns, and although you may be able to predict it, there is still some like twist with it to where it may not be the exact what you're thinking. So far, I'm really appreciating her writing style. It's honestly been like a really fun couple of days of reading Megan Miranda books. I definitely feel like I've missed out on her work, and I'm excited to pick up more of hers. And, you know, I thought that while I was doing this challenge, I was like, you know, I think it's really cool, it's fun, it's a new author for me to try, but at the same time, there's that doubt in my mind that I'm just like, I feel like even if I end up liking her writing style, there's a part of me that's probably going to be like, oh my god, I'm tired of reading from the same author over and over again. But I have not got to that point. I feel like, and I have one book left, but I honestly don't feel like I'm going to get to that point with her writing. But today, is bittersweet because it is the last day of this video that I'm going to be filming for you guys, and hopefully I can edit this down a reasonable amount of time because it's been a long journey getting here. But I thought that I would introduce the book, read you guys a summary, and then I've got to film a makeup look before it's time to go get the kiddos. So, Such a Quiet Place is the book for today. This is the newest one out of these 3. Now, she does have... I know she has at least one more recent one than this one, but there could even be more. I just know that she recently released a new one. I just can't think of what the name is off the top of my head, but I'm definitely intrigued to pick it up now for sure, and I know I will be. I do think I might take a slight pause because I don't want to get tired of her reading her books, but I can say reading 2 back-to-back going into my 3rd one, I'm not like burnt out. I'm, you know, excited to see what this one's about, and more than anything, I'm excited to compare all of these. So that's what I'm gonna do at the end of this video. Before I read you guys a summary, the only thing I really want to point out before I leave you guys here is that this book is, I'll read you guys a summary in a minute, but pretty much it involves a neighborhood, and I just thought this was such a cool touch, having the neighborhood like all drawn out. How cool is that? Like all of their houses, they're all like titled who they are. I don't know any of these people yet, but I'm sure I will learn more and more about them. We're starting to, like in the first couple of chapters, learning each person and kind of this area, what it's all about, really learning about the main character, Harper, I think is her name. But yeah, let me read the summary for you guys, and I'm gonna get ready to do like my film a look. I'm playing with the Halloween palette again today, and I think it's going to be a green look, so I'm really excited. I think green is just kind of the vibe with all of like these trees and stuff going on too. It's the vibe today, but yeah. We had no warning that she'd come back. Hollow's Edge used to be a quiet place, a private and idyllic neighborhood where neighbors dropped in on neighbors, celebrated graduations and holidays together, and looked out for one another. But then came the murders of Brandon and Fiona Truitt. A year and a half later, the town is simmering. The residents are trapped, unable to sell their homes, confronted daily by the empty Truitt house, and suffocated by their trial testimonies that implicated one of their own, Ruby Fletcher. And now, Ruby's back. With her conviction overturned, Ruby waltzes right to Hollow's Edge and into the home she once shared with her friend Harper Nash. Harper, 5 years older, has always treated Ruby like a wayward younger sister. But now Harper's terrified. What possible good could come of Ruby's return to the scene of the crime? And how can she possibly turn her away when she knows Ruby has nowhere to go? Within days, suspicion spreads like a virus across the town. It's increasingly clear that not everyone told the truth about the night of the Truitt murders. And when Harper begins receiving threatening notes, she realizes she has to uncover the truth before someone else becomes the killer's next victim. Pulsating with suspense and with the shocking twist that are Megan Miranda's trademark, Such a Quiet Place is her best novel yet. A twisty, locked box thriller that will keep you turning pages late into the night. Alright, you guys, it is super, super late. I have I got some more cleaning done. I have so much makeup on my desk. Like, I literally had bin after bin after bin, like, just lined up in my floor with, like, recent looks I've done, and I had to put them all in my notes and get them ready for, like, upcoming posts and stuff, because I've been really trying to stay ahead of everything. I did some laundry while listening to this. I did some dishes. I went and picked up the kids to listen to it in the car, parent pickup, and I'm really, really liking it. I think I am most intrigued in this one versus the other two. Like, it is so good. It is, like, think Desperate Housewives, but make it more, like, suspense. And there is some suspense in Desperate Housewives, don't get me wrong. But, like, you have this suburb, secluded place where it's, like, they're not really secluded, but at the same time, it's a very, what is it? I think it's called, like, Lake Hollow. I don't know why I keep forgetting names. Yeah, Lake Hollow. I forgot what their, like, road is. But pretty much all of these people live very close together, and just like Desperate Housewives, they're all up each other's business. Some of them will sit in their backyard and they can literally like hear couples arguing next door or drama that's happening and, you know, this kind of stuff. So, like I said in the summary, 2 of them die in their house, and one of them gets charged with the murders and then acquitted and now is back in the neighborhood. So definitely is going to stir up a bunch of drama and make things very like, ooh, because you're just like, oh my gosh, is she a killer? Is somebody else a killer? Like, what's going on? The main character's getting these like shady notes, and it's like, I see you, I know what you did, and like, yeah, it's very twisty and turny for sure, and I'm absolutely loving it. I have been flying through it. I have, I think, like 4 chapters left, so I'm going to barrel through this. I am going to just sit down and read it now, because the last like hour or so as I've been listening to it, because like the boys were like laying down getting ready for bed, I've been getting back into cross stitching, you guys. I thought it's the season. I really want to get my Beetlejuice cross stitch done, so I was like, I think like right about here on the sandworm, and that's how much I've done in an hour. That's with also like kind of scanning pages, listening. I'm really wanting a snack. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, so I am going to try to barrel through, because the last few book videos I've left you guys at the end of the video, no makeup, just bare face, like, all right, let's wrap this up. So I want to do this right. I'm going to read the last 4 chapters, maybe get a snack. I'm really craving another one of those pumpkin muffins that I got this morning from Starbucks. That was so good. Sounds so good right now. Guess I could touch up my lip for you guys. All right. Oh my gosh. Best one out of the 3, definitely. But I'll get into the ranking in a minute. Yeah, I mean, this one out of the 3 has the most twists and turns for me anyways, as far as like being, I don't know, I feel like she did a really good job in all 3, like really making you think and be like, oh, I think it's this person. And then like 5 seconds later, you're like, oh, I think it's this person. You know, like she did really, really good with that, and with, you know, the twists and turns. But with this one, I was just like, I don't know, like I was skeptical of the person who was acquitted. I was skeptical of literally every single neighbor on this block. She did so good at just making everybody seem like they were up to something. And I know that's what it's meant to do, but it really does. And yeah, I overall really liked the vibe of this one. I liked, you know, the drama. I liked the heated arguments. I liked the just like the nosiness of like being in everybody's business. Like, and you know, I think it's because like that's just not me. I'm just like a homebody. I'm secluded. I'm good in my own business, you know? So I think I kind of crave that in like entertainment with watching like trash TV or reading books like this. Not saying that this is trash, because it is really good, but like you get those like that drama trash TV vibe at the same time with some of the cattiness. And again, Desperate Housewife vibes. I really liked it. I liked the idea of like the neighborhood, and that everything kind of happened with just those people within it. She did a really good job of like character development and building up the story and really catching on to everyone very, very fast in a way that wasn't overwhelming too. I feel like a lot of the time when I'm reading books that deals with this many characters, I'm like, who was that? And I kind of go back and forth, where she has done an incredible job of building up the characters, especially since it's like from one person's point of view. It doesn't like bounce around at like different perspectives. It just stays like with the main character. So sometimes that can be like a little challenging to like not get so many characters when there's so many involved confused. And I really like how she played it all out, and it just phenomenal. I can say towards the end of this, you start to kind of get those predictable vibes, like I feel like you get with all 3 of these. You get predictable vibes. And while some of them I feel like, or a couple of them, let me think, with the first, The Perfect Stranger, I figured it out, I feel like, pretty early on than what I would have wanted. There was definitely like a couple curveballs that she threw me, but for the most part, I was pretty spot on. It just didn't really end the way I thought it would end, but I knew kind of like the gist of like what was going on, I guess. Where with The Last House Guest, I was so torn throughout the entire book of like, what's going on? Who's doing what? What is this? You know? And I had my guesses for sure. And let's just say one of them was pretty close, with just a few things that I'd missed while reading it. Where this one, I did not predict the ending until probably the last chapter or two. And I was just like, it has to be. Like, it has to be. And there was some more twists and turns with that, to where I semi was on the mark, but like semi wasn't. It was also just like, oh, wait, what? You know? Which I absolutely love. I love like the stunned like shock that you get at the end of a book whenever you're just like, that is not what I was expecting. I absolutely love that. But I got all three of these books at my library, and I'm so excited that I was able to sit down and read all of them, and with you guys this week. I would say, out of anything from this little experiment of reading 3 books from the same author that I've never read any of her work before, the first thing is I want to do it more, and I highly recommend it. It was so much fun. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if I would have started her first book and was just like, this is a bore fest, I honestly probably would have scrapped it and just like moved on to a new author. So I also suggest that, like, don't just stick reading the same author over and over to where you never pick up one of their books again, you know? That's why I'm like, I think 3 is a good number, you know? But I will definitely be doing this again. I have some authors that are probably going to shock you that I've never read any of their books. So yeah, I definitely want to do this again, maybe in November, December, maybe some cozy, and I even want to like branch out a little bit maybe to some rom-coms, chick lit vibes. We'll see. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. The second thing is I am definitely a fan of Megan Miranda now. I have really fallen for her work. I feel like read from oldest to newest as far as like the ones that I picked up. I absolutely love seeing like how her writing has progressed over the years and her talent with that, and I can see where her work just continues to become more and more enjoyable, and she's really got that footing in now, because like I said, like reading this one and then going to The Last House Guest, I was like, wait, that one's better, and then this one I'm like, wait, that one's better. So I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer for me, or even for you guys, of how I would rank these. I definitely think her newer one, Such a Quiet Place, was the best out of the 3. And I would give second place to The Last House Guest, and then still a good book, but like just too predictable for me. I still like the cozy thriller, cozy mystery vibes that it did give me. And I think the overall story was really cool. I just feel like there could have been still like a lot more to it as well. But I don't know, it's still a really good read for the fall time if you want a cozy mystery, but it definitely gets last place out of these 3. You guys will have to let me know if you've ever read a book by Megan Miranda, and which one is your favorite. Maybe it's one I haven't read and I need to pick it up. Absolutely love these and had so much fun creating this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I will see you guys very soon, and more beauty content, vlogs, more book videos are coming soon as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.